1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 2 2. One two one two one two one two 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 two. Okay, guys, sorry, I don't know what happened in the previous stream. Something was interfering with my audio. So in this stream, what we're gonna be doing, we are going to create a shot in we create a 3D shot using Gaussian splatting. This is what I've done today. As you can see, this is my first Gaussian splatting, and today we're gonna do the second one. We have a different example that we're gonna be using, and if you guys want to see the project, file open, and we can see it here. Okay, so this is the software we are gonna use today. Don't worry, guys, this is a free software, so you are just good to crack on. Follow me along. 1 second. Cool. So this is photo shoot, post shoot. It's a software that reconstruct a 3D Gaussian splatting for you. All you need to do for this to work, you need to have a data set, something you captured yourself. It could be an object, it could be a tree, it could be a car or anything else. In the example we are going to do today, we are going to use a car. So if you have some footage with your car and you want to follow along, you are good to go. And yeah, cool. So a little bit of background. Let's see what the Gaussian splatting is. So Gaussian splatting is a 3D scene representation and rendering technique that uses Gaussian distribution or splats to represent a scene, enabling real-time high-quality rendering for a limited set of images. It's particularly well suited for photorealistic scene representation and reconstruction from images, offering a balance of detail and rendering speed. Probably you guys have seen this in many videos so far. It's quite popular. These animations, for example, this one where you get the point cloud and you get to the final output image that looks and represents the input image. So yeah, let's crack on with this exercise. It's not gonna be too long, but you know, we try our best. Cool. All right, so for this one to work, you 100% need a data set, something you captured yourself, footage, and ideally should be captured in the same, like I think this one was the, so this is the final output and this one was the input. And you can see it's pretty much a 360 around the object, very close, different positions of the environment. You don't really have to be very close. You can go a little bit further back and you know, you bring both images into the software. So ideally you should be having a wide shot and a close-up. And you can go from wide to close up without even doing the cuts. You just like you import the raw footage as you moved into in real life with the camera. You just import it into PostShot and it's gonna do the job. So this is the images I used to create this. Right, cool. So we're gonna import the new files, and it's gonna be a car this time. I don't know how it's gonna perform using a car, but we're gonna see. Bum bum bum, and then I'm gonna put sequence forward, and in forward sequence I'm gonna just import this. First time you really need to a little bit manipulate your image. That would be maybe stabilize it or maybe color grade it, because keep in mind this 3D splatting is gonna create the effect based on what your inputting is. So if you have a rubbish color grading, you might want to change that. If you have any grading skills, it's good to add it, because otherwise if I wouldn't do, for example, so this is the shot, and then it would look like that flat, but what I did, I color graded before. We're gonna do that, don't worry, we're gonna do it in this tutorial. First I want to see if my stream is still ongoing. Shot in that. Yeah, I had a problem with my stream just a second ago and I don't want to repeat that again. So this is the footage we have. This is something that I've done in my holiday. I got the Ford for rental, and I wanted to do, originally I wanted to do on photogrammetry, but because I tested with 3D Gaussian splatting, and I've done a Gaussian splatting myself today and yesterday, I said, hey, why not using this file exercise for this particular stream? So this is what I've got. I know it's rubbish, trust me, it's quite rubbish, but we're gonna try to work with what we have. Oh man, this is garbage, but I think it's gonna do a very good job. So we can do two different examples, but I think what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do with this. This is gonna be my first example. So first I'm gonna cut the audio. We don't need audio at all. I have a shortcut that does that. If you don't have, you go here, unlink, and it's gonna unlink. So I put a hotkey on S, and this way when I press S, everything is gonna be deleted. I'm gonna focus on this particular shot. I'm gonna start from here. Pam 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 pam. Right, cool. It's almost 360 right here. Okay, now we are color grading this bit just to make it look a little bit more interesting. I have a few color here that I would like to try. This is on your own preferences. If you have your own LUTs, your own taste of how you want the color grading to look like, do your own thing, and I will see you in a bit. So I'm gonna do my own thing right here. I'm gonna no, I don't like it. That looks okay, but I don't like it, not yet. I like this one. This one looks good too. Okay, let me go up a bit. I have some Kodak that I want to. No, this one now. Okay, I think I'm wasting a little bit more time. Give me one more second. Something with a little bit contrast. I don't like this, don't like this. Maybe I can do this. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go with this one. Or this guy. Let me see if I can calibrate my white balance. And then let me see if I can. I don't like it, to be honest with you, and I really wanna. It's just I need to find one that match. What I want. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Cool. So now what you need to do is you need to export this as image sequence. So don't worry, we're gonna do that together. But I think I wanna put a warp stabilizer just a little bit on top and add smoothness of 1%. We don't wanna affect too much the image. We don't want to crop in so much that we're gonna lose details. We want just a little bit and to stabilize the image. So 1% smoothness, I think it's gonna do a great job. If you can see, it's not cropping as much, but if you go 50, you can see that crops way much. So we don't need that. We're gonna go 1%. Okay, cool. And now we are going to export this locally into your machine. And we are going to choose the format. We're gonna go for PNG or JPEG. We're gonna go JPEG, quality 100%. We're gonna go here. I have a folder and I'm gonna put image sequence. Ford, pam, and now we are going to export these ones locally. Cool, so I think the first step is pretty much done. You just get the file, you import it in Premiere Pro or any other softwares that you are working and you're comfortable into it. And then you bring it in, you kind of stabilize it if the footage is not stabilized enough, and then you apply a lot to just make it a little bit looking better, and then you export it as an image sequence. That's pretty much the first step you need to do. Cool, and the second step, you need to download the PostShot. So PostShot, you go here and basically you download, install it into your machine. You create, I think you need to create an account, but don't worry, it's free. So you don't have to worry too much about, oh my God, I need to pay and all that. So you download this. So PostShot end-to-end software for readiness fields, designed and optimized for production, easy create photorealistic 3D scenes and objects with any camera in minutes, and that it does, believe me. Cool. So you download this, you install it, you create an account, and then you are good to go. So I already installed this into my machine, so I don't have to do that step again. And I'm gonna go and create a new folder. Once your Premiere Pro or your editing software exported the image sequences, it's time for you to bring them inside PostShot. Okay, cool. And now I'm gonna do Windows E. I'm gonna pum 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 image sequence, and now we are going to import all your images on the scene into PostShot. Here we're gonna go from splat MCMC, compute from images, limit image size. I'm gonna do mine 190 by 1080. Right. So limit image size, we're gonna compress it to 1920. We want full HD, we don't want 4K, probably is gonna be taking a lot of time. Use all the images. How many we have? We have 717. I think that's a little bit too much, so we're gonna cancel that. And what we are going to do, we're gonna delete every other frame. So here, and then we're gonna delete this, we're gonna delete this. So basically what we want to do is because we're gonna wait a lot if we don't do this step. So what you want to do is just delete any other frame. For example, you're gonna skip a frame, so you can see 400 4001 4002. So we are deleting every other frame. This is just for speed reasons. You don't have to worry, this is not gonna impact the quality. So we're gonna delete these ones, and now we have 358. Cool. So we're gonna do again, we have these images here, pam pam, and then put it right here. Use all the images, yes. Compute from images, splat MCMC, limit size 1920. That's gonna limit to full HD. And then start training, stop training after 36 steps. And I'm gonna click import. Cool. And we see the progress bar is right here at the bottom. We see the camera tracking step 1/4. So everything is gonna go through this section, all the steps, all the procedure that PostShot does. It's gonna go through this little buffer on the bottom right side. So I think right now is just a waiting game until it goes through all the steps. I think, and one thing is very important, that you should have a little bit of performance on your computer. For example, it's gonna abuse your GPU, this application, and we can see that it's using 88% of the NVIDIA of my graphics, and it doesn't go too much on the VRAM. It's locked at 6, but it uses a lot of memory and CPU, so your machine is gonna have some hard time right now when it's processing this information. Pum pum pum. I think it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna put a timestamp in the description for you to see, to go step forward in time when this is gonna be finished. So yeah, it's just a waiting game right now. One, two, 1, 2. Just want to see if my you can go a little bit all the much on in time Cool. Cool. It's gonna take a while. So if you're watching this and you're very impatient, go take a break and or skip, because you have the ability to skip, you know, if you're watching this a little bit later. And then what we are going to do is we're gonna move everything in After Effects. I'm gonna show you how to do it in After Effects as well. So this is what I've done in After Effects. I'm gonna teach you how to do this animation as well. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. So now we're going to the third step, and we can see visual details, how it's gonna be. The more it adds camera, the more visuals we're gonna see outputting. So we can see we have right now a very basic shape of the car wheels, and this is just 5%. So as this is gonna travel to 100%, we're gonna see more details coming up on the screen. Pam pam pam. To navigate into the viewport, you either click and move, or alt and click, and then you go with a pivot point. If you middle mouse, you can lock the perspective and zoom in and out with right click. And here we have on the left side, we have the grid, we have the gizmo, we have the cameras, they're not even loaded yet, and then we have this splatting. This is the splatting. I think we just need to wait still. There are 68 images, and we have 358 in total. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are doing a Gaussian splatting. We have the input images. This footage I captured myself. We took this image and we color graded a little bit just to make it a little bit nicer. otherwise it would be a little bit flat. We don't want flat videos. And then we export this into image sequence, and we import everything into PostShot. PostShot is one of the popular Gaussian Splatting application. It's very simple to use, and you just drag and drop all your images, and you click train, and yeah, we are waiting right now for the images to be trained, and I think it's gonna take a while. For you to be aware, if you want to do this step, it's very fun, but be aware on the computer requirements, computer performance. Usually you do need graphics and RTX or something from NVIDIA for this to work. It's gonna use your performances very much. So right now it got back to 40-50%. You used to be 80-90%. CPU is decent, and memory. Yeah, by the way, these are my performances on my computer. So yeah, you need a decent machine to work with. Cool. We can see that it did a great job on one side, but we are waiting for the rest of the cameras, which are on the other side as well. So it needs to go like this. But yeah, quite fun. If you want to see what I've done previously, this is what I've done. This is my animation. This is something I've done myself today. Obviously I took images of myself from here. I color graded as well, and then I imported into the PostShot, and yeah, quite fun. Very excited to see how this is gonna turn. 30%. We have another step of tracking camera steps. Okay. You just wanna make sure that no. Okay, cool. Pam. Gaussian splatting. I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me show you some of the Gaussian splatting. So here are some with Gaussian splatting. Probably you've seen it before. No. Anyway, let me see. Maybe it shows a different one. Yeah, it would be fun to do a 4D Gaussian splatting in the future. That would be fun. Don't know yet how it does work, but yeah. So this is a quite nice example that I've seen. Cool. So for this to work, if you're new here, and for this to work, you need an image input, something you shoot yourself, something you know, a data set of images. It could be an object, it could be a human, as I did in my case. It could be a car, it could be, I don't know, a building. I've seen people doing it on the buildings. It can be a bridge. You can do it with a drone. It just needs to be something captured from reality, and then it's going to be converted into point cloud geometry, and you can do cool animations in that using After Effects, using Blender, using Unreal Engine. What we're going to be using in this tutorial is After Effects. So yeah, I've seen people with drones recording their buildings or parts of the building, and bring all those images into PostShot, and then PostShot is gonna create an Gaussian splatting. It's gonna take a while though, so yeah, if you are here and you wanna see quick results, I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna disappoint you. It's gonna take a while. So yeah, if you're here for the ride, yeah, appreciate it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool. So for After Effects to work, you need a plugin called uh, Gaussian Splatting After Effects. Yes, so this is the plugin, but I just wanna you can, if you have money and you wanna support these guys who created the plugin, go for it. No, by no means go for it. But if you type Gaussian Splatting free plugin After Effects and you go here and there, for example this website, and you click direct download, you don't have to pay it. I think you understand where I'm going, right? So in order to pay $36, you just type Gaussian Splatting free plugin After Effects. You find this file CR. You go here. You go direct download, and you have it, right? Don't tell you I didn't tell you. So yeah, use this one. Don't go for if you're broke as I am. Don't go for the pay version. And then what you have to do once that one is, because we're gonna do it here. So when you download that, you're gonna have this pack, and it says how to install, and it's a very simple math. You just need to copy this link, and then you duplicate this. Here you go, pam, and then you get the ply importer and Gaussian splatting zip. So keep in mind that is a 123 password. You copy this and you paste it here, and that's it. Thank you. You don't have to thank me, but you're welcome. Okay, cool. Let's see how this one is doing. 200 images. It's taking a while. Welcome to the stream. We are doing a Gaussian splatting today from images. If you don't know what's a Gaussian splatting, I'll show you right here. So basically you can create an interactive 3D scene based on your input images. So this is something I've done myself today and yesterday, and this is the input images captured on the location. It's basically a 360 type of movement. It goes very close to the character, mid shot, and then it goes close-up shot, and then goes wider to wide shot. All these images has been color graded using different LUTs. For example, this one looks good. And then you break this into an image sequence, and then you import this one in PhotoShot. PhotoShot right now is doing its thing with a different image input. This that was meant for this particular example exercise. So yeah, if you have too many image inputs, what you can do, you either delete those images after you export them. So for example, I'll show you. So for example, you would have here bunch of images. What you can do, select all these on columns, and then select these ones as well, and you delete them. And this way it's gonna skip every other frame. Or another thing that you can do as well is to go right click speed, and on speed you could do 200, and this is, as you can see, it chops a lot of, it basically does the same thing. It just shrinks the video, and then you can export this, or you can, if you want to shrink a little bit, you can do a little bit more, or even like this. So yeah, that's how you can do it. In my case, this was done, let me think with how many let me see with how many images, files, sequence. We're done with 515 images, right? So these are the outputs. You can see that this is this. Okay, let me here. This is this, and this is this. You see, quite pretty much there. Nice one. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We are right here. One of the steps to track all the cameras, to get a perspective how the camera were filming the car. In this particular example, we are doing this example with a Ford Kuga, something I recorded myself in the holiday, and really wanted to do it. First, I wanted to do it with Agisoft and with Polycam, but then I've seen the new updates from Gaussian Splatting, and I said, you know what, I'm not bothering too much about doing a 3D model from this. I just want to have like a quick, nice walk through a 3D real-time scene where I can do this kind of effects. So I was not interested anymore into photogrammetry, and I said this footage is perfect for me to play with in PostShot. So yeah, camera tracking step 3 out of 4. We have another step, and the third step is 75%. Don't know exactly how much it's gonna take. I'm really sorry. If you want to see a quick result, it's gonna take 3 minutes and 14 seconds, it says here, but this time it's a little bit inaccurate, I would say, because if the camera would be positioning it into a wrong position, and the software would not understand where this is in relation with the other images he had before, it's gonna take a little bit longer to understand. So this time is not accurate. As you can see, you know, it hasn't been moving for a couple of seconds now, so not really sure when exactly we're gonna have a result. But if you stick around and you find out, you know, you can come back later and check out the progress, because you can do that. I can't. So yeah, quite nice. far. I think this one can be done in, can be performed and manipulated with 3 different softwares. Can be done in After Effects, which one we're going to be doing, in Blender and in Unreal Engine. I haven't tested Blender and Unreal Engine. Probably in the future I will do Unreal Engine because it's something that I know how to work in Unreal Engine. Blender not too much because I don't know Blender and I don't want to learn Blender. Bam bam. Pum pum pum. $287, 290, 250. A few left. I think it's scanning this side of the road, something around here, I think. I'm gonna be so excited about this one, to be honest. Let's see, Gaussian Splatting. Yeah, it's quite a nice plugin to have, to be honest. Align model. You can do a lot of things in After Effects. The manipulation is quite easy, and you don't really have to render this into, you know, a render file like Blender and so on. What is Gaussian Splatting? Gaussian Splatting is a rasterization technique that allows real-time rendering of photorealistic scene from small samples of images. Exactly what we are doing. How to create a Gaussian splat? You can create splats from recording video with your phone or your camera. Ideally, you should use, if you have a camera, use a camera because the output is gonna be a bit better than with a phone. You can manipulate the image, you can grade it. It has a little bit more details into the footage, and overall it's gonna look better. If you're processing this with your phone, you know, the phone quality is not equal with a camera quality video, so keep that in mind. You can create splats from recorded video with your phone or camera, turn on video recording, walk around the object or scene from different heights and angles. Yes, you can walk from different heights and angles, but if you're watching the splat from a different perspective than the one that has been recorded originally, it's gonna have different deformations. So it's always good when you do a camera pan to do pretty much similar with what the original camera was done. So if you see here, you can see here my animation was done from the same angle, right? Because if I would go a little bit higher, this background, it wouldn't look that like this. It would look a little bit different because the splatting didn't have points to reconstruct. So if I bring After Effects, I will show you in a bit right now. So we are in After Effects, Gaussian Splatting. So for example, so we are right here, right? So if I do not you, you see what I'm saying? That there's no details besides what the camera recorded. So it's always best to, when you do in After Effects, always best to matching from the same camera with what has been already recorded. This is what I've done. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, quite sick. I'm gonna minimize this. Let's see what it does. 90%, 25, 28 frames left. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Let me see what are the updates. Create Gaussian Splatting with my Polycam or Luma. Yes, you can create with Luma. I never done it, to be honest. I never done it, and I was never curious about API Enterprise in Research Community. Join us. No, I don't want to join you. Create a Gaussian Splatting on your PC. Yes, this is what we are doing right now. Create a Gaussian Splatting device ladder using a Scanverse with that. How to create and export splats with Luma AI. So I think the Luma AI can do the same thing as we are doing right here. So you go open Luma Labs, go to capture. I never done this step, so I don't think I'm gonna read this. But yeah, I've done it with this Nerve Studio. And I think the next step is to do a 4D. Let me see how it's 4D Gaussian splatting. I think this is a little bit level up type of thing. I don't know how I can run it on my machine. Extends this by adding the temporary dimension, represent the scene as a collecting of 4D Gaussian primitive. Gaussian can change their shape, position, and color. Yeah, it would be nice to see if I can install this on my machine. Usually I'm so dumb installing things for GitHub. Okay, environment setup, git clone, and Gaussian city data. Oh my god, it's man, this is such a complicated procedure to get the 4D Gaussian splatting. I hope somebody's gonna do a tutorial. I really hope. 4D Gaussian splatting. Let's see, 4D Gaussian splatting. So this example is quite popular.
You've heard of Gaussian splatting. Now get ready.
It's quite popular on internet. Not you. Where is the Asian guy? Dun, dun, dun. So this is something that I'm interested as well to do. So you can manipulate the angles from a footage as you want. So I think into the next tutorial would be good to look into this. Crazy. Let's see how our 3D Gaussian splatting is doing. So the camera tracking step has been completed, and I think now it's gonna start training for whoever comes right now at this moment in time. We are gonna train with images from this footage. We did a bit of color grading, and now we exported this as a JPEG, and we imported it into the PostShot. And yeah, we are waiting to see what PostShot is gonna generate, what nerves. And this is something I've done myself today as an example to see if this one is gonna be legit and it's gonna work. So it's gonna start like this, and I'm gonna cut the sound for now, and I'm gonna make it play. So this is the animation. Bam, boom. Okay, so yeah, very excited to see how this shot is gonna look. If you're familiarized with any 3D software, you would know that to operate and maneuver into this 3D space, it's quite similar with Maya. So in Maya, you do Alt and left click, and you maneuver in the viewport based on the pivot point, or where your click is, where your mouse is, and then whoop 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 whoop, bingo! We are training the radiance fill, guys. Looks amazing. Oh my god. Haha. If you have been watching this and you were waiting, this is how it looks. So yeah, it's 3% right now. Let's see how my computer is. It doesn't use too much VRAM, memory quite a lot, CPU decent. So yeah, this is it. Nice. 8%. As soon as this one is done, we are gonna head over After Effects and see if we can create an animation. Here from the left side, you can disable I think because I'm watching this, it's gonna use much more than if I shut it down. No, still the same. Well, I don't care now. I don't care. My computer is burning right now. %. %. Looks good. Looks very good. I'm so happy about this. Yeah, here we didn't have too much details, to be honest, but if you're watching from this, if I go here, like, let's see how is the right. So now my GPU is working 92%, 68 Celsius temperature, which is okay. And now my VRAM seems to be very low, so it doesn't take too much VRAM. Interesting. And then internet, not sure what they're doing. I don't think it does anything here. Then memory, oh yeah, it's quite busy here. In use 25 out of 32. Interesting. And then the CPU is decent. Oh my god, I love it. pom, 52%. Da, na, na, na. It's nearly there, guys. It's nearly there. Damn, this shit looks so good, man. Just come back. I can see the flies. much we have on the stream. We have 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour and 10 minutes. Hey, welcome to the stream. We are training a Gaussian splatting using PostShot. This is what we get. So far it's 73%. Quite interesting one. This is the interior. So this was the camera angle right here. This one was the angle. If you go a little bit up or a little bit down, you're not gonna see a visual accuracy. So if you keep it always on the eye line, you can see that we have a pretty decent representation on what has been recreated, and we can see that we even can see the flies on the front bumper. This is insane. Like, oh my god, like, just look at this, all these flies that I have killed driving. Insane, bro. I love it. It looks so real. It's actually real. 77%. As soon as we finish this, we're gonna jump on exporting this and importing it into After Effects. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Focus that. I don't have curtains and there are people watching in my office, so I need to put something in the window. If you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, sorry for seeing my cute, sexy legs. But yeah, there's people peeking into my window and I just don't want that. This is nearly done. %, done. We have 32, 36 key steps. Yeah, I think this is pretty much done. So we're gonna go. So the next thing is that 1 2 1 2 1 2. I hope you didn't. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is to get the Gaussian Splat After Effects plugin. So if you're new here, what you can do is you type Gaussian Splat free plugin After Effects. Make sure you do add the free right there. And what you need to go on this little guy, file CR, click on that, and then download into your machine. And then when you open up, this is After Effects. Probably you're not going to see anything here. So let me save as. I'm going to type Ford. No, I don't want in Ford. I want a Ford After Effects. So here, as soon as the training is done, we can import this and relink it into this animation. I think it's possible. Don't know if it's gonna match because, you know, I'm tiny compared with the car, but I think it's gonna get the shape of the I think you can relink that splat model, which is this. You can relink in After Effects with this, right? And in this case, we can keep this animation, but we need to resize it based on the car. So we're gonna do that in just a bit. It's 97% done. It did a quite impressive job. I'm not gonna lie, it's just fucking amazing. It's like, look, I think this is it. This is the angle. No, I think this is the angle. Look at this. From images, it captured everything. This is incredible. The lightning, the texturing, the reflections. Man, this is quite impressive. And then we have 35 seconds left. We are going next into After Effects. As soon as this one finished, we are jumping into After Effects. 99, I think case steps. Let's see case steps. Gaussian PostShot. Case steps number. Cool. So the training has been finished, and now we can. Damn, bro. So I don't know if I can do. Can I do this and then I go forward and then I do this and then so this is the image and this is the Gaussian splatting image. I wish I could do this a little bit bigger. And yeah, this is Gaussian splat. This is the real footage. This is the real footage, and this is Gaussian splat. If I match the same, yeah, we can see that it's not 100% accurate, especially in the background. But the car looks pretty much identical. Look at the flies killed on the bumper. If you're watching from this perspective, it's quite there. So yeah, let's crack on and export this one into After Effects and see what we can do in After Effects. So I'm gonna Premiere Pro step has been finished, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna cancel and close this. I'm gonna save. And here is quite decent. So what you need to do right here, so you have the point cloud, you have a grid here, you have a camera. So these are the cameras that were used to generate this Gaussian splatting. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel this, we need this. I'm gonna go to File, Export Radiance Field, and here we're gonna go in your folder that you want, and then I'm gonna put Ford Kuga. I'm gonna export this. Once it's done, you can go here, you can double click here, you can go into Ford Kuga. How much in size is this? 675. Import this, and then you pop it into your scene, and now I think you can do the trick. So if you go here, you go FX control, open up this. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but it would be great if it's gonna work. It does work, but the camera is not quite matching with okay, cool. So I think we can do this from the ground up. I deleting that. So we need a solid, null, solid, and then we need Gaussian splatting. I'm gonna create a new one, solid. Now I'm gonna put it red. And on this red I'm gonna go Gaussian splatting. We have different models. We're gonna go with model 1, Kugas, effects and mask. And then align, you can show pivot, you can go here. You can So I'm gonna just do an 360 anim. I think that's it. And I'm gonna zoom out a bit. I'm gonna keyframe this. I'm gonna go 10 seconds to see if I can do a full circle. Okay. Oi, boy. So I did try to, if you want to find out where's your keyframes, you type U, and then you pop it here. And then you go 10 seconds. You pop another keyframe here. Oh, ooh, no, 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 we don't want that. We do want the rotate as well. Click here, U, and then this. So we have, and because I don't quite like this, no, 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 like this. What if I'm okay? And now we can do, so how is this effect going here? So we need, maybe I can copy if I have the position already, maybe I can copy the, I don't need this arrow, I need a line, I don't need, I think, do I need a crop? I don't think I need a crop. I need the effects. So I need to copy these effects. If I can do that, that would be so much easy. So rotation size, if I copy this and put it here, do you work? No, it seems like it don't work. So let's start then with what? We start with scale 0, 0, 1. Okay, so we go here. We go effects. We go to scale. First we start with this. And we start with 1. Okay, so that's how it goes. So how it goes here. It starts from 0 and expands to 1 and then expands to 100. Alright, cool. So I don't need you. So I want to have this. And here I want to have this. And do you have, no, I don't have a keyframe, so I need to put a keyframe here. I need to put a keyframe here. So once you're here, I will pop this bad boy as much as I can. And now if I but I don't want it to come like that. It comes very, very, very quick. I want to have some time. So what if I do this? No, you can't start that fast, mate. Sorry, mate, but you can't start that fast. So you can do this. And I think I want when this car is, so for example, I want to disable this, and I don't like because the camera, the car is not centered. So what we can do for that, we can go here. And when it does, it's gonna be centered, right? So if you bump up here now, and now what we do with the color, because we have some colors here. What we do with the color. Color. So we have the color shape. Dun. And if I put enable, okay, if I I do color, it's gonna be black, and then it's gonna be yellow. And then it's gonna be black again. So this is how it looks here. Right, anyway. So we have this. So it's coming. And it's coming from here. So I'll put a keyframe here. And then I'll put a keyframe. I'll put this to add. In a box. That's a nice one. Okay, so scale shape. And then if I go here, I'll tell this guy to from 1 to go back to reality. If I do line 1 and color splat here, if I put here 1 and then Jesus. Splat color, opacity. I think I need. Yeah, I think I do min max. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. I'm trying to do this Gaussian splatting effect. I want to show to some people tomorrow. So I want to keep this here, so I don't want anything happening. So if I want to go in color shape 0. I'm gonna put 0 here, bro. Anyway, kill this for now. quite don't like it here anymore, to be honest. So I kind of want to get it, the color, want to get it done here. Like, I don't want any colors anymore, so you get out. So if I go like this, no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What is going on? What is going on? So, how did I did this effect? How did I did this effect? So, it's come like this. Point cloud, another point cloud. Okay. Okay, that's how I want to do it with this guy as well. Opacity, I think you are too. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit better. Okay, it's a little bit better. Let me. So it evolves, and here I don't like those hard edges. So I think it's creating by opacity size. Yeah, this guy. So here I'm gonna stick another. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Wait. Comes like this. Oh man, fuck off. But why you're stopping? Something is obviously wrong here. Who the fuck are you? Anchor point. Oh, fuck me. But anyway, I think I'm gonna kill the stream because I need to get some rest. But anyway, thanks for watching this Gaussian splatting. I think I'm gonna go back tomorrow and do a little bit more working because I don't quite like it yet. But yeah, if you want to see the full process, just scroll around this stream and you'll see some bits that I've done.